Welcome to Hockenheim for the 1990 German Grand Prix. Now, it has rained. We believe it's going to clear up. But for the meantime, the track is wet and everyone's going out on wet tyres. So whether this will lead to some changes throughout the race tyre-wise, we shall have to see. Will it shuffle the order? We're not too sure right now. Or will it be a case of they all have to stay on those wets for the remainder of the race? It's a short race here, only 2 laps. Ayrton Senna on pole position. McLaren back to the front after a couple of races where Ferrari were clearly stronger. Senna on pole ahead of his teammate gerhardberger has a 10-point lead over him in the World Championship at the moment. And then Prost is third and Nigelmansell is fourth. So Mansell becoming a bit more human again this weekend after a couple of super pole positions. But he's only 1 point behind his teammate in the championship. So if Mansell can get ahead of Prost in this race and maybe drop him by a point or two, then Mansell would become the guy who is in third and best of the rest. So he'll be hoping for that one. The Williams on the third row, then nelsonpiquet and his Benetton in 7th, jeanalesi 8th in the Tyrrell. We've given up on taking Tyrrell seriously race pace wise, because like even in Silverstone, Alesi qualified 6th but ended up 16th. So unfortunately Tyrrell don't seem to have that pace in the races. It'd be nice if Alesi could somehow get some points this season, but I personally cannot see that happening. So we're looking further through the grid. We can see, Leighton House, the Gudrum in there, and Martini in the Minardi. Better for Minardi, and it's been the last couple of races. Still not back where they were in the early part of the season, though. So more work to do. And then we see Medina there in the Brabham. Caffey again out qualifying Alboreto, but not by as much as in Silverstone. Yeah, it's interesting. We see in the championship, Mansell's 20 points behind Senna. No, he's not. He's 24 behind Senna. And then Prost is 23 behind Senna. So those are the closest ones to the McLarens. But it has been a McLaren battle all year. And it looks like returning. Oh, and just we can see a little bit of blue sky creeping up in the background there. So, yeah, maybe we will get a race that dries out and all the cars will be interchanged tyres. We shall have to see how it goes. We're nearly ready for the German Grand Prix. There we go then. Senna is waiting for the lights to go out. He'll be determined to return to the winner's circle today. It's been a few races for him. Senna away, but Berger's away much better. Senna away very poorly, and that's holding Prost up as Berger tries to go right outside. Will Senna be able to hold on, or is he gonna hold up his teammate? I think he does. Yes, Senna stays ahead of gerhardberger. Then Prost stays ahead of Mansell as well. So they're as they were from the grid as they go down the first straight towards the chicane. And wow, let's say we've got the 2 Williams still behind the Ferraris. Berger is once again, Berger seems to have quite a good bit of race pace versus Ayrton Senna this year, and Berger once again is offering a challenge, and he's going to have a look at Senna. Senna will pull over, and Berger so close to losing his front wing, although he doesn't, which is an absolute blessing as he can stay in the race. He's already lost points to Ayrton Senna due to an incident in recent races. He does not want that to be the case again, and we think Patrase's lost a gear. Patrase is struggling there, slowing that down, but we switch back to the McLarens. They are having a battle down as they go into the chicane. Well, Senna continues to lead, and there's, Patrase has slipped back indeed. He's out of the points. Nannini up in the 6th in the Benetton now. And we haven't looked through. One of those footworks has got up to just outside of the top 10. So, Boutsen in 5th. Nannini in 6th place in that Benetton. Berger continues to hunt down Ayrton Senna. He's got to be wise about how he does this. They're almost round 1 lap, and that means they're almost a half distance already. Berger still trying to he almost slides into Senna and takes him out there. That would not please his team. That would be a way to let Ferrari right into the championship, wouldn't it? Well, Berger's dropped back a little bit now and taken a little bit of time just to reassess, and then I assume to come back at Ayrton Senna. Look at Nannini all over the back of Boutsen in the background there. Senna and Berger running out wide. Is that going to put him under pressure? I don't think so. I think Ferrari at the moment, they don't appear to have much pace. Ferrari, they're happy sitting in 3rd and 4th, but that's all they've got this weekend. It's a shame for Ferrari after recent impressive performances. Now we come up. Is anyone going to go into the pits? Well, let's see. That was either of McLaren's. Yes, Senna. Senna is going in. Now, this we know, this from previous races, and Prost is in as well. We know this to be a tactical error with such short races, but the AI does not have that much artificial intelligence. It's to know that it's not a long race. So Well, Berger leads, so Berger now was looking very, very good for the victory. Nigel Mansell in second. We know Ferrari have not been that quick, but all Mansell's got to do to hold on. And he will then pass his teammate Prost and Nannini. Suzuki up in the fourth. He's had a good race in Silverstone, and now he's in fourth place. But there's such a gap that Senna emerges still in fifth place. So Senna will at least claim a couple of points, and Prost, will he hold on ahead of jeanalesi? Yes, he does. So it seems that well, Boutsen pitted as well, I think. I was going to say it seemed that no one else pitted, but Boutsen did pit. So yeah, that's taken 3 of the key runners out of the major points places, and Senna now has got to really try his best. But Berger is being caught by Nigel Mansell. Look, Mansell has just gone into absolute Il Leone mode now that he knows there is nobody standing between him and having to go at the race victory, but surely it is getting too late. Those guys all still on wet, but the gap for Senna and Prost to make up is just surely too much, as we always see. Suzuki is the one hope they might catch, but even that I think is a very, very long shot. Berger leading Mansell, Nannini also in the same frame, so Benetton won't be too disappointed. They've had a tough couple of races, so to have one of their cars in the podium positions and still within the same camera shot as the leader is not bad for them. But Mansell continues to catch Berger at a relentless rate. I think the end of the race is probably going to come too soon for Nigel Mansell, but we'll see. We'll keep watching. Mansell's got 2 wins in a row. Can he make it 3? If he's got a chance, he's going to fight for it. We're still watching Senna still and Prost as they try to come through, but I think they will stay locked in 5th and 6th. We're near the end of the race. Berger there. Mansell now really closing up. He will definitely be wishing for another lap, but he's not going to get it. Gerhardberger is going to close the gap at the top of the World Championship massively to Ayrton Senna with a win. Mansell will pass his teammate. Berger wins the race. Mansell in second place. And then Nannini comes home third for Benetton. So much improved news for Benetton this weekend. Can Agurisuzuki hold on to fourth? We think he should have the gap over Senna. Has he? Definitely. Let's see. Suzuki does indeed hold on to fourth place. And then we're waiting for Ayrton Senna and alainprost to cross the line. Damage limitation, really. Strategic error. Senna does cross the line in 5th place, and alainprost in 6th. So, and Boutsen misses out on points. Well, Senna, what a surprise to see Senna make a bad choice in the wet. And Prost, he's normally wise as well, but it didn't happen. And their supposed number 2s, who are running them quite close this season, are the main beneficiaries from that. And Mansell's ahead of Prost, and Berger isn't far off of Senna now. Yeah, so very interesting to see this race. We've had an intriguing race mainly because of the rain, but you know, it continues to keep the World Championship spiced and unpredictable, although we still have McLarens with quite a sizable advantage. Senna on 51 points now, Berger on 48, Mansell on 31, so he is now 20 points behind Senna, which is what we said at the start of the race. He's now at that rate. Prost 4 behind Mansell on 27, Piquet on 16, Boutsen on 13, Patrese on 12, Nannini up to 6th. Then you have Gruyère, Suzuki, Larini, Donnelly, Gugelmin, Bernard, Warwick, Martini and Capelli, all the drivers who have scored points this year. The constructors, McLaren on 99, almost at the century, Ferrari on 58, Williams on 25, Benetton on 22. Keeping up with Williams a bit after today's result. They were losing ground. Larousse up to 5th on 6 points now. Then Fonmetal on 4, Lotus on 4, Ligier 3, Leightonhouse 3, and Minardi 1. And we should probably run you through the actual race result, because we haven't yet done that, although I think it's pretty obvious. You've been watching the race. Gerhardberger wins for McLaren to close that gap to Ayrton Senna to 3 points. Nigel Mansell, second for Ferrari, takes the position in the World Championship, 3rd place from his teammate alainprost. Then Nannini, Suzuki, Senna and Prost. Please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you soon.